What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. This video is about having your user PSN activated. So guys, if you do not have a PSN account, not a problem. I'm going to show you how to create a fake PSN account without even going online. You can just generate it offline. And I'm going to show you exactly how that's done. So stick on to that as well. I know it sounds a little complicated guys, but don't you worry. I'm going to make it very step by step so you guys can know exactly what to do. And I'm going to make it as easy as possible so you guys can do exactly, just follow the steps one by one and you should be able to do it perfectly fine. Oh, by the way guys, Leeful just released version 6 of his website, and that actually fixed rest mode for a lot of people. And this version actually makes this tutorial much shorter because it cuts down a lot of steps, and that's actually great. Hats off to Leeful. So let's get this out of the way guys. I just want to clear some quick questions here guys about the PSN activation. So one does not mean you can go ahead and play online. So that's definitely not going to work. So what is PSN all about? And I'm going to show you that in very detail. So guys, this is what you can actually do. One, you'll be able to go ahead and use this, backing up your save games and to restore your same games. So if you're looking at this one, save data inside the PS4, if I want to copy that to my hard drive, if I do this, it asks me to update the software. If I click on update later, it just doesn't allow you to go through. So if I go back, and this is dealing with the save games that's in my hard drive right now. Copy to system storage, and nope, can't do that either. As you can see, you just can't do it. So guys, this is what I'm talking about. If you want to go ahead and use your save game feature, you need to activate your PS4. And I'm gonna go right into that, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Okay guys, so it's highly recommended for you to create a new user because the present user that you actually have, if you go ahead and activate that one, you might corrupt your save games and stuff like that. That's what's recommended by everyone. But guys, if you want to find out what happens if you actually activate the one with a lot of save games, stick until the end of the video and I'm going to experiment on that and just see how it works out. But however, for now, you'll have to create a new user. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Just skip this part here. And for example, just leave it user 1, confirm. There you go. So now we have a new user here. And this is exactly what we're going to go and activate. So as you can see guys, there's two different usernames over here. That's my primary username and this is the one we just created. If you click on options over here, nothing really comes up. We're gonna go and activate this thing. So here we are in the Windows desktop here. So if you look at my hard drive, I do have my removable hard drive here. And yeah, I know I do have a lot of different files and folders. Don't let that scare you. Just ignore all of this. This is just my package files. But if you're looking at this one, a PS4 folder. So I've recently, when I was on 5.05, I do have some saved data that I backed up. So can you see this one here? This folder is my PSN ID. So this is what is my PSN ID when I was on 5.05. So as you can see, these are the different games and the game titles over here and how the saved games are saved in. So this is the application that we need, and as you can see, this is by Barthen. So hats off to Barthen for making this application over here. And guys, all the files that you need for this particular tutorial, I went ahead and compressed them all together, and I've pasted a link in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it should redirect you to the download page. Go ahead and download it, guys, and that should be more than enough. So we need to enter the PS4 IP address and then click connect to actually connect in. But before we do that, we need to know a lot of things from the PS4, and that's exactly what we're going to do first. So this is just a quick introduction on what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the PS4 right now, and then we're going to go ahead and check it out. All right, so first things first, we need to find out the IP address system information. We're going to take note of that IP address. So, keep that in mind, this IP address here, make sure you take note of it. And that's what I'm going to do as well. I'm going to take quick note of it, 192.168.1.105. Guys, do note it's going to be different for everyone, and it's not going to be the same. So we're now going to go ahead and start the process. Go straight to Leeful. All right, guys, so we're going to go straight to load exploit and hen together. Okay, exploit loaded. Now loading hen is loaded as well. Launching payload, just like that. I love how stable this is. There we go. PS4 hen 2.1.3 is loaded. So since Leeful released version 6, this has cut down a lot of steps, and all because of this PS4 Debug. that Leeful has announced. I'm gonna check if Dark Mortar actually has this. So let's quickly go to Dark Mortar. Okay, well, he does not have the payload we're looking for. Okay, so there we go. PS4 Debug, that's what's important to us right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go straight and activate that PS4 Debug right now. Let's see. Loaded, you should get the launching payload just like PS4 Hen. And now we should say, great, PS4 Debug by Golden 6.72 is now successfully loaded. All right, guys, don't leave this page. Keep it the way it is. Now we're going to switch into the system. Okay, so here we are in the system. As I mentioned, this is the software we're going to be using. Now, remember that IP address that we took. Just type that in. It was 105 and click on connect. Give it a second. All right, so as you can see here, connected to 1.9.192.168.1.105. Click to get users. So I'm going to click on get users. Okay, as you can see here, my initial username is here, the name Sam, and user 1, which is the new one. So all you got to do is replace this with the one that I have. So if you remember, I mentioned, if you go to save data, you see this one here? This is my PS4, this is my PSN ID, which is actually mine. So you don't copy the same thing, but what you can do, you can actually create one for yourself. So I'm going to copy this one here, and I'm going to paste this right here, just like that. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to click on set ID and activate. Okay, so account ID was set and activated. Click on get users to verify it was written properly. So we're going to do that again. Just to click on get users, got users, type in the account ID and click on set ID. So I think it looks like it's loaded perfectly fine. As you can see here, it was all zeros, but now it's changed to this one. Okay, I'm going to show you if you do not have a PSN account, if you don't have a PSN ID, I'm going to show you how to make one. All right, so let's just go and verify this on the PS4 real quick and we'll come right back. All right, guys, so we're back into the PS4 right now. I'm still in Sam and I'm going to log out of Sam. All right, so guys, do you see the difference now? Sam is in normal text, but this is in italics. See user 1. And if I hit the options button, it shows you login with online status or login offline, which shows you that it is now PSN activated. So I'm going to log on to this one. And just for an example, I'm going to open up God of War. And I'm going to show you that this still does not have any game saves transferred, for instance. Okay, as you can see, there is no continue. It's just new game and you'll have to start from the new one. So I'm going to go ahead and quit the game now. So guys, as you can see, you're going to go to settings. We're going to go down to the application save data management. And I need to go ahead and copy the save games from the hard drive onto this particular user. So I'm going to go to save data on USB, copy to system storage. And there you go. No longer do you get the prompt of update and stuff like that. As you can see here, God of War and Grand Theft Auto. So I'm going to go to God of War because that's the example I showed you. And I'm going to do copy. So it wants to overwrite the save data. Oh, wow. Look at that. That game was from, I was playing that in what? January of 2019. Good job, Sam. Just life before Corona. Those were the times. All right. So now that is done copying. So now we can go ahead and check it out. I'm excited, guys. I'm gonna go and see all those little things I used to play way back then. Okay, guys, as you can see, now it has continue and load game. Unlike the last time, let's go to click on continue. And hopefully it should be in a point where I have everything maxed out. And I also completed the game. Okay, so this is the point where I'm so far into the game right now. I think I didn't save it when I completed the game, but it was somewhere in the middle. As you can see, I do have a lot of power-ups going on here. Okay, maybe not as much as I thought I did. Clearly. But yeah, guys, so God of War finally works and the save games work perfectly. So now that you have it activated with this user, I'm going to try and log out of this user. I'm going to experiment right now and I'm going to see if it doesn't corrupt the save data. As I told you in the beginning of the video, I'm going to go and try and activate this profile, which does have some save games, as I just showed you. I do have 7% complete over here and I'm able to execute it. And I'm going to go ahead and try activating this particular user and see if it actually corrupts the games. So I'm at this point of the game right now and I'm just playing it over here just to see if it doesn't actually, corrupt my game saves. So let's give it a shot. System information 103 and we're gonna go for PS4 debug.
Okay, great. So we're gonna leave this on our side now, and we're gonna go out of the system back again. We're gonna open up the PS4 Offline Account Activator, IP address in, click on connect. There you go, guys, it's connected to 102. And now we're gonna click on get users, two of them loading up. So as you can see, user 1 is activated here and user 2 is Sam. So now that I have my actual username over here, I'm gonna show you guys how to create a fake one just from the same way. So you have this particular HEX editor over here. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna link all these things up in the description. So when you open this up, just click on new and just fill in the details. Just ignore that. So just fill in the details all the way up to 7. So just select that bit, go to edit, click on fill selection, and what we're gonna do is click random bytes and click OK. So guys, there you go. This is gonna randomly create a code for you. Just go ahead and copy that, Control C, or just copy that, edit, copy, and we wanna remove all the spaces. So just open Notepad, paste that in there, get rid of all that spaces. So you actually have this option here. Go to edit, click on replace, or just hit Control H, click on replace, a space, replace with that, replace all. So make sure to give that space over here. So let me just show you again. I'm gonna undo that. Okay, so click on edit, replace. So as you can see, it should initially be like this and everything grayed out. So what you gotta do is give it a space and then click on replace all. There you go, guys. It's going to give you a nice, beautiful code. Just copy that and let's go back to our program here. And I'm going to paste that there. Okay, it should be 16 characters long. That's what's important. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and set ID to activate. Account ID set and activated. Click get users to verify if it's written properly. So let's click on get users. Okay, looks like it is activated. Now let's check it out. Okay, back on the PS4 right now. Let's go and check this out. So I'm gonna log out of this user 1. Okay guys, looks like both of them are activated now. As you can see, both are in italics. Okay, let's log on to Sam. Let me see if it corrupted or screwed up the game saves. Let's see if it's working now. Fingers crossed, guys, fingers crossed. Okay, so it looks like it's fine. I'm gonna click on continue. Yep, guys, it looks like it's perfectly fine. I guess you can just do it for your main account, but you know what? Still do it at your own risk because maybe I might just be lucky. Alright guys, just some quick pointers over here. I want to quickly mention this. So you do remember that we use two different PSN accounts right now. One is for Sam and one is for user 1. But if you notice, I'm going to make this a little bit more clearer for you. So we used a randomly generated one for Sam, while I used my own previous PSN ID for user 1, right? So if you go to user 1, and I'm going to quickly log in there. My hard drive is plugged in and I'm not jailbroken yet, but doesn't matter because the PS4 is now activated. So I can go straight to application data save management. And if I go here, as you can see, there you go. You can see I have God of War, Grand Theft Auto, Uncharted 4 in the hard drive. But here's something interesting. These save data are actually linked to the specific PSN ID. Now you still remember, we use user 1 for my previous one. That's pretty much why these save games are showing up. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back out and I'm going to log out of the PS4 and I'm going to log back in as Sam. Okay, so now I'm going to log on to Sam, which is a randomly generated PSN account, which is not even real. It's just randomly made up. So I'm going to go to Sam now. So if I go now to save data on USB storage, and guys, you can see this, it says there's no data saved. You know why? Because it's not associated to this particular PSN ID. So that's kind of important for you to note there. So if I actually go now and I look into, I remember how I had some Spider-Man game saves. So I'm actually going to back it up right now. And you can see these are the games I have at the moment. So I'm just going to back up Spider-Man. Let's see, select all, copy it into the hard drive. That's how you back up your games, by the way. So once you back it up after you're activated, okay. So now if I go to save data on USB storage, it should only show me Spider-Man because that's exactly what we just copied. So that's basically what is happening here. But now, just to show what I'm talking about, I'm gonna go ahead and log out of this PS4 user 1.
And remember how we just backed up Spider-Man in a different PSN account, and I'm gonna go back here, application save data, copy system storage, and Spider-Man does not show up. So guys, that is something you can note because that's important. If you already have a PS4 that is PSN activated, that you already have some save games from, you can go ahead and back it up. Make sure to use the same PSN ID like I showed you with my save games. You can go ahead and use that. But if you do not have any PSN save games, so just activate your PSN account, and then you'd be able to use these features of backing up. Guys, just a little side note here. Before you go ahead and try to activate your PS4, because if you do have a lot of save games, I know you struggled hard and played all the way there, just in case, I mean, it hasn't corrupted for me, as you've noticed, but just in case, what you can do is you can go to backup right here and just use the backup payload, which will actually back it up to your hard drive. And the restoring process is not as simple as clicking restore. You'll have to go to the FTP and restore to the right places. If at all your username gets corrupted or your games get corrupted, I will make a tutorial on how to go ahead and back up and restore manually. It depends on how many people really want that tutorial. So based on that, I'll actually make a tutorial. But for now, if you want to make sure you have an extra precaution step here, just click on backup. There you go. It loads the same way, waiting for clients. Launching payload, and now it's backing up to my USB drive right now. So it might take a few minutes, is backing up all my user data. This is the jailbroken way to back up, but restoring it is not pretty. And this is just in case your PSN activation goes wrong and it corrupts your save data. Okay, there you go guys, USB backup complete. Lovely. And yeah, so now that you've completed this, you can just proceed to try and do a PSN activation. And yeah. Good luck, guys. Guys, well, this also opens up possibilities of using remote play. As you can see here, it's allowing to go ahead and create and connect. So we're going to go ahead and look into that. So I know most of you guys have been asking about remote play, and I'm going to show you a quick tutorial shortly after this video. I need to go ahead and make another video for this because this video is pretty long already. And I know this has been a really long tutorial, but I hope I've been able to help you guys to PSN activate your user account so you'll be able to back up your save games. Or even if you corrupt your hard drive now, as long as you have a backup recently, you should be able to refresh your PS4 without updating to the latest software and still be able to continue gaming from where you left off. And of course, guys, coming up next, app to USB and how to use the external hard drive. I'm going to test that out in detail, and I'm going to give you guys another tutorial. So guys, if you like this tutorial and you enjoyed it and you found this useful, drop it a like, drop me a subscribe, and hit the notification button. And do check out the description, guys, in detail. I'm going to leave all the links and everything together. Thank you for sticking on till the end. If you made it till the end, you are awesome. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys, and happy gaming. Cheers.